So Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood has announced everything they have for this year. And so with this year, the Terra Tram is now going to be Exterminators with a Z because Hollywood loves the Z's. And we actually have a tour guide. It's supposed to be Larry the Larva, or Larry Larva is his name. And yeah, so we're supposed to go through the Terror Tram. It's already being set up at this moment, and it's going to be bugs and all sorts of gross stuff. So if you don't like bugs and gigantic sort of gross stuff, Terror Tram may not be for you. Also, to note one thing most people did not catch, because it's more so in the details, it wasn't in the Terror Tram video, also states that you will end with a walkthrough of Jupiter's Claim from Jordan Peele's film Nope. Doesn't state who's going to be in that area, if it's just going to be like us, like last year, or is it just going to be just walking through the Nope set. Not quite sure. We'll have to see, obviously, once, Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood starts. And John Murdy obviously announced Monstros, the Monsters of Latin America, which is probably one of my most hyped haunted houses they have. It looks like it's going to be fantastic. But he announced that at Midsummer Scream, and as well as we have pretty much the known maze, Holidays in Hell. We all knew this was coming. This was no surprise, especially if you watch any kind of construction updates over in Hollywood. And Evil Dead Rise, of course, here on the channel way back in January, predicting this was going to come back. I didn't know then if it was going to be Hollywood only, but I had a sneaky suspicion it was coming back, and well, it is. And it's going to be pretty much overtaking what it was last year. So it's going to be interesting to see how much they changed from Evil Dead Rise to what we had last year. I know it was pretty much Evil Dead Rise with a few little changes here and there as far as the story. But we'll have to see how that's going to be. I wasn't too big of a fan of the horror hotel or whatever it was called last year. But we'll see. There is some stuff John Murdy has expressed about Chucky that has me more excited for Hollywood's version than Orlando's. I'm really going to be excited to do a review of Hollywood versus Orlando for this year. Yes, I am going out to Hollywood. And so with the scare zones, nothing has been announced so far. Not quite sure if that's IP related, because someone did ask John Murdy about the scare zones. I thought today, which, with John Murdy, you gotta kind of read the little fine details on everything. Not quite sure if that means that something else is going to be big and announced. We'll have to wait and see on that part. As well as the live entertainment, a lot of people were really perplexed about what's going to happen with the show. Is it going to be one show, two shows? That real big rumor about them using DreamWorks Theater for something, that could be really, really dope to see, like a horror themed show. But we're still waiting on all those details to be announced. Staying in the park, if you are a daytime guest, did you have to buy the early ticket or not? And it was really confusing for us. Now it is confirmed right on their website. It states that you can stay the day, be the first in at the nighttime. That if you are already in the park that day, you just don't have to leave and then come back in. It's now stated on the website. Thank you for confirming that, although it was months later, and thank God I did not buy any kind of tickets while waiting for this decision, because you can't get a refund on those tickets. I don't believe you can. As well as I saw this posted by HHN Crypt about some of the food offerings, the bar locations. So excited to see Stranger Things is going to be back at Halloween Horror Nights. As well as what's really interesting is about the Peacock Bar over in Hollywood, saying that it's supposed to have themed drinks to The Purge and Chucky and photo opportunities with scare actors. Now, that patio location is very, very close to Waterworld, And the rumor with Waterworld is it's supposed to be a show this year, maybe themed around the Purge. So maybe Purge characters, because there's not really a scare zone that's near that patio area. So what scare actors could they have there to have photos with? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Are you interested in any of the food options, some of the drinks? Yeah. Death Eaters are coming back. That's going to be exciting to check out. If they change the layout or if they have them roam around or like a scare zone type way like they did last year. So that is everything that has been announced for Hollywood so far. What do you think? Are you thumbs up on this lineup, or are you just like, leave it down in the comment section. Thank you guys for tuning in. And of course, we will be covering Hollywood when we make it out there this haunt season.